Hey everyone, it's Sarah and welcome to my first Saturday Stash Dive layout. This is a new little series that I want to do on my channel because I work with kits a lot and I love them, but I'm ignoring my stash. So I really just want to start making layouts more often using just my stash. So I pulled some things here and I have a little sketch that I had already sketched out in my little sketchbook. And I'm going to go ahead and do this page. So I actually have had this one planned for a very long time, I think for at least 2 months, and it's been sitting on my desk. I had it, excuse me, I had it in that little crop bag from Studio Calico, and as soon as I got the idea for the page, I pulled stuff for it, and then it sat on my desk for almost 2 months because I've been working with my kits. So I finally said, I'm going to do it. So I went kind of on a cleaning binge this weekend and decided to, kind of put some stuff away and put things where they need to go. And I just found at least 2 little page kits that I had built out of my stash. And I'm like, I just need to make these. Okay, so I have a green cardstock. It's almost like a lime green cardstock. And I am going to use that for my background, and then the yellow chevron paper there, that is from My Mind's Eye, and I cut it down by about 1/4 inch on each side. And then I have, these are just scrap papers that I have here. I did ink them up with some cracked pistachio distress ink, which goes really nicely because this is a picture of the world's largest pistachio. So all of these papers that are here cut into strips, it's all scraps. The only one that I had a manufacturer on was the very largest one with the stripes, and that's from Amy Tangerine. Everything else I do not know the manufacturers because they're just scraps from my scrap bin. So I wanted to use that glitter paper to back the picture, but I did not have confidence in any of my adhesives sticking to the glitter, so I just used my tiny attacher. And I am going to go ahead and get my title put down here because I know what I want it to be, and then I'll start kind of moving stuff around a tiny bit. So the title's going to be World's Largest Pistachio because that is what this is. And I'm using these sassafras letter stickers that I have had for a very long time. I have multiple sheets of this font in different colors, and sassafras is no longer in business, so I'm kind of hoarding them a little bit, but I love them so much, so I need to start using them. But this is probably one of my favorite letter sticker fonts. I just think the font is perfect. So I spelled out the word pistachio, and then I will use these Studio Calico wood grain smaller letter stickers to spell out world's largest. I'm going to start spelling them out in lowercase and then realize I don't have enough letters and I can't manipulate anything. So I'm going to change that and then just use all capital letters. I cut it out a little bit because it took me some time to figure all this out. But that pistachio is in New Mexico. It's in a town called Alamogordo, and that is where my husband was doing some military training earlier this year. And when he was done, we went and picked him up because he did not have his car with him. It was about a 4-hour drive for us, so it wasn't too bad. But we went and we stayed while he finished up his training and then brought him home. And so we had a couple days where we just needed to kill some time. And I had seen this on our drive into town, and I was like, that is a really big pistachio. I'm going to check that out. So it's actually a pistachio farm and a vineyard as well. So it was fun. I took the girls and we went in and we got to sample some pistachios, and we ended up buying some because they were really good. They had different like flavors and all sorts of stuff. And they had a really cool shop that we kind of, just walked around and looked at stuff, and they had wine tasting, but I was driving my girls, so I did not partake in that, although I was tempted. But yeah, it was fun. It was a fun way to just kind of kill some time while we were waiting for my husband, but it was cool. And then this pistachio statue is right outside, so we can like take pictures with it, and it says world's largest pistachio on it, so it was fun. And my girls are standing in the picture in front of it with their hands up in the air. So, but we did that earlier this year. Okay, so I like where my layers are, so I'm going to go ahead and stick them down. And I'm going to go ahead and put my my title down first before I put the picture down, because the picture is going to be popped up on pop dots. So I'm just going to go ahead and get these put down first. And I'm using my quick dry adhesive to do that because I just need a little bit more reinforcement for them to stay for the long haul. And I'm doing that with both the top and the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this up, mainly because I have staples in it, so it's going to make it kind of bumpy, and plus this is on glitter, so I just want to make sure it's going to stand up nicely and lay flat. I also have a couple of printables here. I do not know where I got those. It's very, very possible Studio Calico. That's where I've gotten a lot of my printables. But I just kind of pulled some that have the green color. So I have that geotag with a heart, and then this one says "For the Record." And I'm going to use that for my jump off for my journaling. Excuse me. I have a tickle in my throat here. I'm getting over a cold. So I'm just going to kind of fiddle with these printables a little bit because I want them to kind of snuggle in nicely. And then I have that little star badge that's from Freckled Fawn. So I'm just kind of figuring out where I want to put everything. And I'm going through this little tin that I have on my desk just of random stuff that I need to use, and I don't go through it enough. But there's nothing in there that's really jumping out at me that I want to use. So I am going to grab some of these little pearls, and those are from Freckled Fawn as well, and I have an entire row of different tones of green, so I'm going to use that entire row on here. Pardon my head, I'm trying to get it straight. And then I have these little bows. These are little resin bows, and I got them from an Etsy store. I do not remember the name off the top of my head, but I will find it and I will link it down in the description if you want to check it out. But I got those bows and also some little resin donuts that were super duper cute. And yeah, I was really happy with that purchase. So I will leave a link to her Etsy shop as soon as I find it. But I'll leave that in the description if you want to go check her out. She has a ton of different shapes and just so many options. But I got these bows because I really like the color, and I also just got the donuts because I scrapbook about donuts more often than you think. So I'm getting these stuck on with some pop dots. I'm having or not pop dots, but glue dots, and I'm having a hard time getting them to stick on there. They're stuck now. They're down pretty good. I've tried to kind of lift them up a little bit and they're not moving, so that's good. But actually getting them on there sometimes is kind of a pain. I'm doing the same thing with this little star badge, and it's not sticking very well either. I don't know what's going on with those pop dots. And I called them pop dots again. They're glue dots, Sarah. Okay, so I'm going to do my journaling on the side here. So I'm just making some lines so that I go straight, because otherwise I will not. And I'm just talking about, you know, going to the farm. And this place is called Pistachio Land. It's a cute little place. And I'm also watching Homeland while this is happening, so sorry I paused there for a second. Got all caught up on Homeland this week, so I was very happy. I had to watch the full last season because I was, that's how far behind I was, but I'm caught up now. Okay, so I'm gonna use this entire row of these green pearls. These are from Freckled Fawn. Just kind of scattering them in 3 different places here. And then I put 3 in each spot, and then I have one extra, and I'm like, yeah, just stick it there. So I'm taking a look to see if there's anything else that I want to add, because I'm not 100% sure if I do or not. I do end up adding one other thing on here. I have a couple of, I'm looking for hearts, because I have a heart on that geotag up there, so I wanted to kind of maybe bring in another heart, and then I ended up finding one on this. This is from October Afternoon, and I had 2 oranges, so I thought that was nice because I have some orange in that stripe paper, so it kind of helps bring that out a little bit. And I use those 2 up. And then that's going to complete my layout. So thank you guys for joining me on my first Stash Dive Saturday. I'm going to try to make this a weekly thing. Let me know if you enjoyed it, and I will be back again real soon. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.